Okay, I just got the new kbox mini in. It was shipped to me out of Fayetteville from the Popes. Okay, now they say that if I'm not happy to get in touch with them and so on and so forth. Now, the eBay order went well. Shipping, it arrived a little bit quicker than expected. It says here from Bonnie Pope, and there's not much else as far as the description goes, as far as like if it's a vape shop or something like that. Okay, but here's the deal. You can see that it is a kbox, and as far as kboxes go, the packaging is bigger than an MVP, and it's bigger than a mech mod. That's the V3 over there. Okay, now in comparison to say like the Lipton honey tea thing that I like to drink every now and then, well, that's kind of different. I know you see the cigar boxes in the back and you're probably thinking, wait a minute, this guy's still lighting up. No. Johnny Fly 69 don't do that. See, I done gave up the lighten up part. Okay, I use them for primarily steeping my liquids and stuff like that. So it's about the same size as far as height goes, package wise. Now we're gonna take a look inside the package. Hold on, let me pause you so I can open this thing up. Okay, now we got it all unwrapped and everything. Now we're gonna flip this thing around. See, you got the usual Kanger scratch and check my authenticity and your little square thing if you have the square thing to scan on your phone, the barcode thing, and it'll give you recommendations, maybe prices and stuff like that. Down here on the back, as you can see, is all the general information. I'm sorry cell phone doesn't focus that well because that's what I'm using to shoot this video. Now, this is my desk. As you can see, it's a mess. Everything from e-liquids, medications, and stuff like that. Yeah, I do take meds. Okay. So, I'm going to pause this thing and I'm going to slide it open. And we'll show you what's on the inside of the package on this kbox. Okay, now inside the package, of course, you got the kbox manual. Okay. You got the Kanger check your authenticity thing and a little quick start guide and how you can scan the square with your cell phone and all that if you have the app. Okay, now this one happens to be black. I've only seen them in the brushed stainless steel or whatever it is. They like to come in like that. But this one's black. I've yet to see one black. And this is pretty interesting. You have your little air hole right there for battery venting, 510. It says kbox on the top, real nice. Okay, bottom, this is where the battery goes, of course. It takes an 18650. Over here, see if I can get this just right. Over here you have the wattages. It goes from 8 to 40. It goes 8, 13, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. And these little dots over here are going to be the battery. And of course, this is going to be your wattage. You click it to bring it up. It does round robin. And of course, your fire button. Now, this is kind of interesting because in relation, we saw it in the package, okay? Now we're going to set it down and we're going to show you in relation to an MVP. This is the 2.0 version. As you can see, the MVP is larger. Okay. Now we'll bring the mech mod into view here, and as you can see, the mech mod is taller. Okay, on top of the mech mod, I got the Atlantis 2. The Atlantis 2 is a sub-ohm. Okay, another wonderful Kanger product up top there is going to be the Aero Tank. We're going to try both of them, and we'll let you know how it goes. If you're wondering why Johnny Fly 69 don't appear on videos, because hey, ain't nothing better than showing a product than showing my face. Because you know what? Most people don't want to see me. They want to see the product. They want to see what the product does, I would figure, right? So let's give this a try and see what happens. Let me put a battery in it, which takes 18650, and we'll put the Atlantis on top of it. See how it goes. Okay, before we get to the deal about the putting the Atlantis on top of it and all that, and taking a vape and see how she does. There is one thing I did want to mention. When I put the battery in it, okay, on some of the other models, the threads were all crunchy and stuff, like they'd been brushed or they'd been bead blasted or whatever, like they do with some of the outsides to get that brushed finish. This one, the threads were smooth, they were clean. It just took a little bit to get the threads to click, so that way it won't cross thread. Make sure you don't cross thread the thing, because the threads are nice. You don't want to cross thread it. Now let me throw the Atlantis on there and see how it does. I'm going to pause you guys out for a sec. Okay, now the Atlantis has an airy draw to it. I'm not going to say it don't. But the thing I noticed about this is the Atlantis, I don't remember if it's a 22 millimeter device or whatever, but the Atlantis has got a little bit of, it's a little bit smaller than the mod itself. At 8 volts, it really doesn't really, I mean at 8 watts, it really doesn't chuck vapor. But that's the thing, I mean, I could probably go up a bit higher. And it says here that you need a 20 amp discharge battery for this thing, which is definitely an 18650. Of course, you can't use anything else other than 18650s. 350s don't work and all that. Okay, so since it's got the overcharge, the short circuit protection, overcurrent protection, the overuse for 10 seconds, and of course you have to get the 18650s for this one. If you have mech mods, you're going to have 18650s running around. But if you only have stuff like the MVP and other devices that have a built-in charger, which this one doesn't, that's going to be another option too. Okay, now as far as like things go, I'm going to say catch you on the flip-flop. All right, the next video you'll probably see out of me is probably going to be at the vape shop, which is 5 miles away from the house, the closest one at least. You saw the one I did over at Flying Vapors. That was like 21 miles away from the house. It's one of my previous videos. And you'll see what the previous video on the MVP. Catch you later.